Today, EA put out another little teaser video for their upcoming game, EA Sports PGA Tour. It is their course reveal trailer. It's going to go over just the courses in general. I'm going to guess probably like physics, how they built it, at least to the thumbnail. It seems like how they built them, how they're going to play. Hopefully we get a little gameplay with it as well. But I thought we'd go over this video together. It's a little under 3 minutes. I'll give my thoughts as we're going, but hopefully they can give us a little bit more information about just how the game is going to work in general. So let's watch it.
In EA Sports PGA Tour, the tee is yours at 30. Tee is your PGA.
So
PGA.
right off the rip, like, come on. I mean, this looks great. It definitely looks good. Seems to be a little weird lighting issues around the boats, but who cares? Like, this looks really good.
Tour, the tee is yours at 30 golf courses at launch, including some of the world's most.
Again, this looks good. Buildings and everything getting in there. What if they map these or visually done it or what?
Prestigious tracks.
This is what this is what it's about though, right? This looks good. This is probably going to be like an opening scene, like welcome to, probably something along that. Okay, get a little vegetation in here. I mean, this looks all really good. I don't like how it's. I wonder if this is going to be how it's going to look in game. I don't like how it's all blurred out. It's probably a perspective issue, but I don't know. That doesn't look good.
In stunning quality.
This is great.
So you can immerse yourself in more of golf's finer details than ever before. These picture-perfect golf courses look incredible.
They do.
Stop at visual authenticity.
Okay, this is still. It's just It's a bother to me. I don't know why I hone in on it so much, but I mean, in the end, it just looks like Rory to me for sure. Like the actual mechanics of the game, because this is setting up in a bunker. Probably gonna splash this out, try to get a little spin on it, right? Set up like a pitch shot, or not a pitch shot, a chip shot, and it just kind of looks like you're pulling it back really slow. You're holding it at the top, and then you're swinging through. And I know it's mapping it. It's a game, like they're mapping what you're doing on the stick, but it just looks
we didn't stop at visual authenticity.
Weird to me.
We've used a mix of
I feel like there's a way to do it to make the actual swings look like real and authentic, while also pairing it with a game.
State-of-the-art technologies at the home of the Masters, Augusta National.
Crowds look great. I mean, look at this. They are very extensive. They look good. They're all paired up. One thing I would like to see with some of these games is sometimes people are sitting. They're not always standing. I mean, some people get there early. They set up chairs. They sit and they watch. And having a little bit of diversity within the crowd like that, I think would be pretty cool.
And the other courses to develop highly detailed terrain maps.
Instead, they're just, I don't know, it's just, I mean, this is what happens with a lot of golf games. Look at, they're just awkwardly standing around the green. Maybe this happens in real life, but normally it doesn't look like this. So that's a little nitpick, but.
Detailed terrain maps. This combines.
Okay, hang on. I know I'm pausing a lot, but that ball actually looked good. So the ball comes in, it takes one bounce, it hits into a little bit of the light rough, but it hits and stops pretty dead in its tracks. There's no like rolling into it or anything. It just hits and it's done.
Detailed terrain maps. This
yeah, that looked actually really good.
Helicopter flights for scans at lower altitude and slower speeds resulted in.
Oh shit! They had custom LiDAR scans, so they actually went out and led LiDAR units to scan all the courses themselves.
Resulted in more data point density and a higher level of realism than scans from publicly available sources. In addition to the course terrain map, this process also produced precise rendering of clubhouses.
Okay! So, clubhouses and buildings, they actually got the same data points from probably, I'm going to guess, visual and LiDAR data. That's kind of neat. That's actually kind of neat. I mean, the clubhouse looks phenomenal. Come on. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal.
Iconic vegetation, bridges, tee markers, rock formations, and other on-course elements. To be as granular as possible when constructing the courses and designing course
That looked weird to me. Is it just me, or does everything look too fluffy? It might just be the way that it looks just from this shot, but everything looks just a little too fluffy. I think this is fairway. Like, when I look at this, it's like, man, this could be light rough.
Constructing the courses and designing course dynamics, the development team spent years visiting these prestigious facilities. They walked and played the holes and surveyed with superintendents how the unique conditions at each location presented different challenges throughout each round.
Okay, that's actually kind of neat. They actually went out and boots on the ground, surveyed the course of the superintendent to see how they would play in certain conditions. You pair that with like TrackMan data, that could be pretty neat. Okay.
Challenges throughout each round.
That's kind of cool.
From all of that precise data, the team meticulously handcrafted and tuned every aspect of every course for ultimate authenticity.
Ultimate authenticity and photorealistic, you got to do those things if you're pumping out 30 FPS. That is hopefully locked and doesn't dip down into 20 or 15, but I've been told that FPS doesn't matter. It's a golf game. You could play golf at 10 FPS.
With new lifelike course dynamics, we set out to replicate individual course conditions so
that's a runner.
Surface plays as accurately
That's a runner.
thing as possible. Course dynamics ensures two things.
Really like that.
First, each course is unique from one another, so no two play or feel the same.
Ayo, that was actually kind of cool. I think they're hitting out of... Is this fairway? No, I think this is light rough. I can't tell. I actually can't tell. Is this... I think this is like a fairway into maybe... I think this is fairway. I think it's fairway.
Each course is unique from one another, so no two play or feel the same.
That was pretty cool. That was actually really, really, really cool. Like putting it through everything to get to the hole.
Take St. Andrews, for example, the home of the 2022 Open Championship. It's a links course known to...
Nice little approach 48. That actually looked really good. Little approach 48.
Of the 2022
That's a good bounce and roll.
Open Championship.
You're funneling down a hill too.
It's a links course known to be fast and firm, and it will play and feel differently than a softer course like Harbour Town.
Okay. See, now this is the stuff that I really nerd out about. So like this, I like this. Like these are authentic swings, even if they are like extremely slowed down to probably match the 30 FPS. But I mean, it's still like this does look good. It looks good. But one thing that I've like always had a problem with 2K, it's been forever. I mean, since the inception of the game, is like I call it bouncy rough, where like soft conditions don't really feel like soft conditions, whereas like the rough doesn't grab as much as you would hope or want from rough. But this is something that actually looks pretty good, because you'll see it here on the right where Harbour Town actually like hits in, it hits really low trajectory out, it gets one more bounce and then it just dies out because it's like these are soft conditions.
Will play and feel differently than a softer course
like that looks really good.
Course dynamics also ensure that the outcome of every golf shot is more lifelike than ever. In combination with Pure Strike's innovative ball behavior, we've designed the game for your golf ball to react.
God, can we not? Can I turn this off? Where's it at? Can I turn this off? This actually reminds me of some YouTube videos I watch of like real life golf, where it's when they make a big putt, like an explosion comes out the hole. I don't know. I think that's good for the first few, but playing a lot, I don't know.
For your golf ball to react differently to unique ground conditions at each.
This looks out of place. Maybe it's just me, but it's like the course looks great, N64. This looks really weird to me. Maybe it's just my eyes.
Differently to unique ground conditions at each location.
That looked good rolling into it though.
Whether you're teeing up for a quick round or competing for a major championship title, we want you to feel like you're really out there on these amazing championship courses, navigating one beautifully challenging shot at a...
All these ball physics look good. I still don't like some of the rolls that you get, but like we're a 54 finesse wedge in.
Whether you're teeing up for a quick round or
that looks great
for a major championship title,
finesse 8
you to feel like you're really out
also
there
looks great.
Amazing championship
finesse
courses,
9
navigating one beautifully challenging shot
a little bit firmer. That looks good. Okay, that was a pretty good video. The courses look absolutely immaculate, which is kind of what you're expecting. I still think things look a little fluffy, which is really, really strange. But I think it's just like I'd have to get in and look at it. It could be like I'm used to seeing a lot more like flat matted, where like that's how it kind of is in 2K. So it maybe just is an adjustment. But overall, I mean, the game's shaping up to look pretty good. Gameplay looked all right. The physics looked pretty good there. Just have to see how it actually plays in my hands. But they're definitely going for a more like authentic feel, which I think is a good thing to do. You know, like 2K has kind of the space of like creating your own thing, where it's like they're filling kind of the role of, we want to give you the authentic feel of these courses, which I can get behind. It definitely looked good. And if they had like boots on the ground, they led their own LiDAR, like that could be pretty cool. So overall, I'd say this is a great video. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And they also went over some like more information. They had put up a blog post. They do go over about their LiDAR, but each course is designed to stunning quality with frostbite. I mean, we knew that. And to achieve the most true-to-life course visuals, we meticulously mapped Augusta National, the home of the Masters, and other courses. So not all of them. Okay, so that'll be interesting, because they just said, and other. So they didn't do them for all, which, I mean, I get. That's probably a lot of manpower to do. But they also led custom LiDAR helicopter flights over each course in the game. Okay, so they did like certain courses meticulously. Augusta, probably like St. Andrews would be another, probably Pebble. They probably did like certain courses where they like did meticulous mapping, and then everything else they led custom LiDAR flights, that's really neat. Instead of going from anything that's like publicly available, they did it themselves. Yeah, I mean, they go over like what LiDAR is actually used for. But yeah, pinpoint accuracy is essentially what LiDAR can do. And then you kind of go in there with that LiDAR data and then sculpt it based on like photos and videos and things of actually like looking at the course. Because the LiDAR data isn't always like one-to-one true to life. There is some things that you have to do with it. And I mean, this is really cool. So we didn't just scan the greens. Terrain Map also created precise renderings of clubhouse, vegetation, bridges, tee markers, rock formations, water, more on-course elements, ducks, you know. That's all pretty cool. And then they talk about it like what they did with the video. They went out, surveyed course superintendents. They actually walked the holes, different conditions. This is actually kind of neat. So they recorded distinct cuts of grass and how the ball behaves on them, along with upcoming changes they're making for future seasons to capture a full picture of these courses and how each of them play now and in the future. That's kind of neat. Imagine in the career mode, if they know future plans of courses and they changed it in your career mode. That'd be something. that would be absolutely something. They go over like the lighting that they did. So 3 different tee times, morning. I don't know why they quotated that. Maybe dynamic days. Morning, midday, later afternoon across 4 unique biomes: humid, subtropical, Mediterranean, oceanic, and desert. They all have varying lighting conditions, level of contrast, clouds, atmospheric haze to give each course a unique look based on its location and the time of day that you were playing. That's pretty cool. That's that immersion, the real to life immersion that I think they're going for with this game. And we kind of seen, a little bit of this with like Harbor Town, whereas like, it was soft, so it played soft. Balls are going to, behave differently. Pine straw, firm, soft fairways. Yeah, I mean, this was all just like going in and actually like playing it out. But yeah, they kind of touched on this a little bit. And they touched on it too in the gameplay trailer. Okay, and then the full list of 30, which, I mean, already had it, but here's the official list: Augusta, St. Andrews, Pebble Beach, Country Club, Southern Hills, TPC Sawgrass. So they have a lot of the TPC courses. So Sawgrass, East Lake, Wilmington, Boston, Southwind, Scottsdale. Whistling Strait's a big one because that's like one of my favorite courses to actually like watch golf at. I had a chance to play it, and I wish I did. But that'll be a fun one to play. Whistling Straits. That's one that I wish would get into more golf games. PGA West, Quail Hollow, Torrey Pines, Kiowa Island, Chambers Bay, Banff Springs, which is awesome, Wolf Creek, Bay Hill, Liberty National, Harbor Town, which we saw, Riviera Country Club, Taraiti, Top of the Rock. Okay, so they also have Top of the Rock. That's interesting. Bandon Dunes, another good under-the-radar course. Evian Resort, Teeth of the Dog, Wetlands is a fantasy course, and Lighthouse Point, also a fantasy course. Okay, and there are major courses waiting for you after launch. Oak Hill's coming, Los Angeles Country Club, Royal Liverpool, as well as Olympia Fields. Oh, and Marco Simone of the Ryder Cup. Okay, so they have other courses that they're going to be releasing as well, which we knew, but now we actually have, like, these are the ones that are coming. So that is also good. But yeah, all right. Esports PGA Tour course reveal trailer, a little bit of information. I'll put links to all of these down in the description if you want to check them out on your own. Overall, I'd say this was a nice little teaser trailer. I'm excited for they have a career mode one coming eventually. That's the one I'm really excited for, to see what they have in store for the career mode, because I want an immersive career mode. So that could be the big dub for this game. But thank you for stopping by and watching. Greatly appreciate it. If this is something you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video. Helps get it out into the algorithm. Helps get the channel out in the algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. Sub to the channel to stay up to date with EA Sports PGA Tour news. Gameplay when the game comes out, of course. I also do PGA 2K. Hopefully we have crossplay and rank coming at some point in time. But we'll have all of that. If you're interested in any of it, sub to the channel so you can stay up to date with it. Comment down below what you thought of the course reveal trailer. Honestly, I thought it was really good. But let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you on the next one.